I don't know how they could expect that after all of this time, we would still just be silent if there is an active role that the firm is playing.
What do they actually mean by the firm?
The firm is playing in perpetuating false things about us.
This is gonna be a very different video than I normally make. I mean, it's similar, it's still an explainer, but last night, like I'm sure a lot of people did, I watched the Harry and Meghan Oprah interview, and besides all the topics that everybody is talking about, I started Googling who actually runs the firm, and I couldn't really find a firm answer. Today, I wanna find out who actually runs the royal family, like the business of the firm. It's weird that they call it the firm. Okay, I have spent too long today diving into all of this. So to be clear, this isn't some sort of crazy conspiracy video. The Queen is the head of the monarchy. She's the head of the royal family. She's ruled for God knows how long. And she is the longest running monarch that there has ever been. Reigning. I'm probably definitely saying a lot of royal words wrong. So let's be real, she doesn't run the whole operation single-handedly. So let's look at the business behind the royal family. So this is what we see and think of when we talk about the royal family. The Queen and Prince Philip, and then her children, including Charles, who is next in line for the throne, and his children, William and Harry, and their wives, Kate and Meghan, and then their children. I don't know if Harry and Meghan even count, right? Besides the point, you know what I mean. But the point is, this is the family, this is what we always hear about, the good and the bad. I mean, it's usually mainly bad things. But how does this whole establishment keep running, and why are they still stuck in the Dark Ages? In that interview, Meghan referred to the royal family as an institution, or the firm, which reaches well beyond the royals themselves. There is multitudes of private secretaries, communications advisors, ladies in waiting, heads of households, chauffeurs, footmen, domestic servants, gardeners, press secretaries, there's a HR team, an IT team, and all the other people that run all of the palaces and the lives of the royals that live in each of them. And in Buckingham Palace alone, there is more than 400 employees. So hopefully this is now starting to paint a picture of how this operates more like a business. And apparently it was Philip that popularized the term the firm, but it was first used by the Queen's father, King George VI, who was reported to declare that we are not a family, we are a firm, which kind of sets a precedent to how they seem to treat people. Well, maybe you're family, but this is a family-run business. So back to the army of people that keep this establishment running. And I'll warn you, there is a lot of people involved. And we are not gonna get into all of them, but to build out this picture even more, let's look at who serves under the Queen, or the household of Queen Elizabeth II, as it's officially referred to. So at the top of this list, you have the great officers of the household. I will warn you, these titles are extremely extravagant. So in order of importance, you have the Lord Steward, the Lord Chamberlain, and the Master of the Horse. So only the Lord Chamberlain fulfills an executive role, whilst the other two only seem to have ceremonial roles and seen on particular state occasions. This is already too much, but essentially this guy here was Lord Chamberlain and has recently been replaced by Andrew Parker. So his role is he is a support and an advisor to the Queen, whilst also acting as the main channel of communication with the House of Lords. And underneath that guy, you have a guy called Sir Edward Young, who is the Queen's private secretary. From what I've been looking at, this is the most hands-on role. He serves as the principal advisor to the Queen. He manages the private secretary office and also controls the press office and serves as the main channel of communication between the Queen and the government. If you've ever seen The Crown and you recognize this guy here,
I hope Your Majesty understands the context in which this discreet reconnaissance work was done.
Edward Young is the current person in that role. And if you know the show, you also know that that guy is a bit of a, and I'm not trying to compare the real life to The Crown, but if you've seen that show, you kind of already start to know the dynamics between this position and how the monarchy is run.
What?
They have a lot of power. And then underneath that, you also have all these other roles that we are not going to get into. But essentially, all of these people then have a team around them. They all have influence and have the best interest of the firm in mind. And then each royal has her or his own version of this in a lot of these different palaces. That is a lot of people pulling a lot of strings in many different places. And that also leads to a lot of issues within the royal households. So I'm now starting to put together this picture of all these people that are involved in keeping the monarchy running. And all of these traditions are traditions. They're old, they're out of date. It is a huge company. A dysfunctional and out of date one be it. So the thing is, it's probably time for a change, but they are stuck in these ways, and the royal family have always stuck to tradition. Whenever they slightly tweak it, like after Diana's death.
First, I want to pay tribute to Diana myself.
Just like madness for them to move away from protocol, and it stems from the family, obviously, but they have all these people working with them whose job it is to uphold how the monarchy is meant to look. Doesn't really seem like it works well in the 21st century. If you're new around here, thank you for watching. My name is Andy. I make World Explainers here on YouTube every week, so make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I will be back next week with a brand new video. I'll be back with the video that I was gonna make this week. Thank you for watching, stay safe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.